If you're planning a cruise vacation to the Mediterranean, you should listen up closely, because nowadays it's always better to pack light and have only carry-on bags. When you're flying to Europe with heavy luggage bags, they will hold you down and will cost you money. It will be hard to move around with these bags, you will have to get carts, and in the worst case scenario, if you're going on the cruise, your luggage can get lost, damaged, or delayed, and then you will have nothing to take with you on the cruise. Do not take that chance, do not risk it. Watch my video on tips and tricks how to pack light. I'm going on a 2-week Mediterranean cruise next month, so I'm going to show you what I'm packing. Hi, my name is Veronica. I'm a frequent traveler. Thank you for visiting my channel, Happy Lady One-on-One. I talk about travel, cruising, all kinds of destinations from long distance and very much remote to something local in the United States. So please don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, subscribing, clicking on that notification button if you like the content and you would like to see more videos that are coming out. Leave comments and questions below. Let's get started. When you're traveling light and only bringing carry-on, it's always easier to unpack. You don't have to pay excessive baggage fees, and then of course you have to worry about the weight that is in your carry-on bags. Most international airlines, besides the personal item, will allow you to bring a carry-on item that is usually either a 10 kilo or 22 pounds. It's definitely great to have all your things on you. It's easy for layovers, especially if you're at the airport for a couple of hours or maybe overnight. It's good to have all of your toiletries and clothes to change into if you're switching planes or even if you have multiple layovers. Always try to pack must-haves, not nice-to-haves, because all of those extras that maybe, what if you're going to need another set of clothes, another pair of shoes, those are nice to have, not the must-have. So try to prioritize what you're bringing with you, make a list and stick to it. That's a tip number 1. The tip number 2 is do not pack last minute. It's the worst when the flight or your trip is tomorrow and you have to rush through packing your bags. Maybe some clothes are dirty, you need to wash it. Maybe you need to buy a couple of last minute items, and that's what I do. Usually go to Amazon or go to the local store and pick up the items that I need either from the toiletries or maybe a few things like maybe new walking shoes that you need for your trip. Because it's going to be so much harder to bring last minute items and you will definitely forget something. You have to have a strategy of what you're going to pack in terms of clothes and shoes and what you're going to wear. For women, it might be a little bit easier because we have dresses, we have light items. For men, it might be a little bit harder because they have bulkier shoes, jeans, slacks. So men would need a little bit more room for their essentials. The rule of thumb will be layer up. Try to put bulky items on you when you're flying and then put the lighter items in your carry-on. When you're originally checking in, they might weigh your carry-on bag. So if you have some heavy clothes, maybe a sweater or bulky boots or some shoes that you don't want necessarily to put in your carry-on case, you can wear it. And then once you go through security, then you can actually take it off in the bathroom and put it in your carry-on or in your personal item. Definitely bring a digital scale where you can weigh your own bags before you do the check-in. It's very convenient. It's good for the initial travel or the flight as well as for coming back. Because in another country or in the hotel or on the cruise, it's hard to weigh your bag, so you don't really know how much things weigh. Because you might be buying new things like souvenirs and new clothes on your vacation, and now you packed your bags, they're much heavier, so you want to make sure that you can weigh it before you go in the check-in. I also like to bring packing cubes because it not only separates the clean clothes from dirty clothes when you're flying back, or maybe even the shoes. I have special bags for the shoes when I travel in case there are any kind of spills in the bag. Last year when I was flying with the hand sanitizer in my bag and it was gel, it actually spilled all over my bag. I don't know why. The whole bag smelled like alcohol, but my clothes were safe, they were dry. So the packing cubes were definitely a savior for me last year. If you're going to Europe on the cruise, do not try to buy medications on the cruise ship or in Europe. because in the worst case scenario, you might have fever, runny nose, cough, upset stomach, or anything like this, or even motion sickness. Yes, you can buy those medications in the gift shop on the cruise ship, but at the same time, they will be extremely expensive. So it's better to bring your own. I bring my own first aid kit. I do have a video about it, what I pack in my first aid kit. It's really small. You can put it easily in your personal item. And if you want to know what I pack in my first aid kit, you can check the video that I'm going to leave a link to in the description below. And it talks about the long flights and the meds that I bring with me for those big vacations. If you have any prescription medications that you have to bring with you, make sure you put it on your packing list and you don't forget it. When you're traveling with carry-on only, it's very important to worry about not to overpack and not to bring too many clothes. Later in this video, I'm going to talk about the outfits that I usually bring. What is the ratio of clothes that you should bring for each day of the cruise? But usually I do not bring a lot, so I try to bring only half of the clothes that I would bring on any other vacation, because I will try to do laundry in the room on the cruise ship, and for that I do bring some laundry tools. It can be a couple of very easy things. They do have the packs for the in-sink in case you wanted to wash something, a t-shirt, underwear, maybe some of your dresses and things like that. Besides those Tide packs, I also found the sheets that dissolve in the water, and that's awesome. And I'm going to leave a link to these products in the description below, some of those laundry tools that you can bring with you on the cruise ship. And if everything else fails, some of the sinks in the cruise cabins actually do not close, and some of the newer renovated ships have this really weird looking sinks, and you really cannot fill it with water. In that case, you can bring two things. One is you can bring very large 5-gallon bags, and these are the bags that I have. I bought it on Amazon. The 5-gallon bags, I bring at least one so that you can use it for laundry in case you have to wash the underwear and socks. And you can also use it as a double function for dirty laundry in case you're traveling back with some clothes that you haven't washed on the trip. So it's good to put some dirty laundry in this bag as well after the trip. The other thing that I found that is really awesome to avoid the liquids, especially if you don't want to bring any detergent in your carry-on, what you can do is you can purchase a laundry soap. And I found one on Amazon. I took this bar of soap that is fairly large, as you can see right here. It's good for stain release and for laundry. So it will be great for washing your underwear, your socks, even maybe some t-shirts that have stains and you just want to quickly rinse it off, or even the swimsuits. So I took this bar of soap and I cut it in half, and then I put it in the special soap saver container that they sell for regular soap. So the container looks like this. It opens up, and then you have the half of bar of soap for laundry in it. So you can take the whole thing out, put it on the sink, you can wash your garments, then you can dry it off right here in this little tray, and then put it back in the container. So it's kind of out of the way, it doesn't get wet, or it doesn't get your clothes wet in your suitcase, but it's good to have for washing your laundry in the sink, or anything else if you just wanted to bring the soap because you're only going to wash your undergarments and socks on the cruise ship. And the other option is, of course, you can do laundry on the cruise ship. If you participate in the loyalty program, the cruise ship might even offer you free laundry for that week of cruising or 2 weeks of cruising that you're on. And then you won't need to wash any of your clothes, but at least you want to wash your undergarments, socks, and underwear. That's probably too embarrassing to give to them to wash for you. So you can do it yourself in the room. Usually in the shower, they do have that string for laundry. You can hang your clothes or hang your undergarments to dry off. And in a couple of days, everything is going to be dry and ready to wear. So this is definitely useful. This is definitely something you should bring with you. And it is solid, so there is no liquid that you have to worry about for your carry-on. When you're packing your carry-on, bringing toiletries, travel-size toiletries is a must, because you don't know if you'll have an opportunity to buy it. On the cruise ship, it's going to be too expensive, so you have to bring your own. On Norwegian cruise ships, they usually provide shampoo and liquid soap. They don't have bar soap and they don't have conditioners in the room. So you have to bring things like that for yourself if your hair is long like mine and you need all of those tools. So my toiletries are usually all travel size. So if your bottle of cream is bigger than the size that is allowed to bring with you, although it's only half full, they will still throw it away. You cannot bring the containers half full, or maybe you have a very little bit of cream left in it. It will still be considered as a full size that you're bringing through the carry-on. So TSA will not allow it and block you, or will throw it away pretty much. So you have to separate it. You have to take larger liquids, put it in smaller containers, special travel containers. So your liquid toiletries cannot be more than 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters. So make sure all the bottles or any kind of special products that you're bringing that is in the liquid form is of that size. Yes, you can have multiple toiletries in that plastic clear see-through bags, because in some airports they will ask you to take all your toiletries or all your liquid things in those plastic bags outside of your bag so they can view it, they can check on it, and maybe sometimes they will even take some items out of those bags. So be prepared, have your liquids in one spot. My toiletry bag, my makeup bag are clear, so if I have to take it out, it's packed properly. I can easily take it out of the bags and show it to the TSA officers. If you can replace any toiletries with solids, try to do so. If you want your own shampoo and conditioner, they sell the soap that is solid that you can bring with you. You can even bring toothpaste and tablets versus paste. I found the tablets online. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Those are great products to have because any solids or tablets will not be considered as liquids, and then you can bring as many as you like. I also made a video about tiny travel essentials, and that's the toothpaste tablet and different small essentials that you can bring with you on the plane, on the cruise, or any of your vacation. Now let's talk about packing your bags. First, you have to find out which bags you want to bring with you. It's good to weigh your bags ahead of time, even before you pack them. This way you can decide which bag you're taking with you, because some bags can be heavier than others. So I try to bring something that is hard case for the carry-on bag, and then I bring a personal item that could be a bag or the backpack. They usually don't check the weight on personal items, so you can make them heavier than your carry-on bag. And then later when you go through security, when you go through the check-in, then you can switch things around, move your heavy items in your carry-on, whatever is more convenient for you, but you can put heavy items in your personal bag. When I went to India in March, I met somebody who was traveling with a very small carry-on bag. And I asked them, so how do you fit all of your things into that bag? And her story was that she would travel with clothes that are old and she wanted to get rid of or leave in the country of destination. So for example, she will bring all these clothes that she doesn't like to wear back home, but she would bring it on the trip and then leave all the clothes in the hotel. And then she will pack her carry-on with new things, maybe souvenirs. So you can probably do the same next time you're packing for the cruise. Just bring the clothes you'll wear only on this cruise, and then you're going to leave it there. And then later you can fill your carry-on with only souvenirs and maybe toiletries and personal items that are still dear to you and you want to take home. And don't be afraid to wear the same clothes twice, because nobody is going to notice it. You can wear it during the daytime or in the evening. A couple of days later you can wear it again. So my strategy is trying to bring only half of the outfits to wear on the cruise or on your vacation. So take the number of days, for example, it's 10 or 12 days. So now divide by 2, you will need to bring maybe 6 or 7 outfits. And try to do the mix and match. So maybe it's all neutral colors or all colors in that blue shade. And this way you can wear it together and make a new outfit every day. Because it's a cruise, you will have nice dinners, you will have different shows in the evenings. So you do need to bring a couple of nice dresses, slacks, and outfits. On some cruise lines, they might not allow jeans or shorts into the dining room if it's a formal dining room or specialty restaurant that is like a steakhouse and it's all fancy. So try to bring a couple of nice outfits for dinners and for those special occasions. European streets are covered with cobblestone, so make sure your sandals or your walking shoes are very comfy, because you're not going to be comfortable on heels or maybe flip-flops. I still bring flip-flops and water shoes, because if you go into the pool on the cruise ship, you do want to have flip-flops, or maybe you're going to lunch, to the buffet. So flip-flops are great for that. Most of the Mediterranean European beaches will have pebbles or very sharp stones in the water. So if you want to go swimming, you have to bring the water shoes, because otherwise you will not be able to go in the water. Yes, you can buy water shoes right there on the beach. There are a lot of different vendors, but they will charge you a lot of money. In the summertime, you will not need warm clothes, but it's good to bring something, maybe a jacket, a sweater, or a cardigan for a cooler night or maybe a windy night on the cruise ship. I found this very nice outfit that I can wear on my plane to Europe. It's comfortable, it's stretchy, you can actually hide your money belt and the passport underneath the shirt, and then you can wear the cardigan on top of it. I like that I can rewear all of these clothes while I'm on the cruise, whether it's a little bit windy outside or maybe you're in the mountains and it's a little bit cooler evening or morning. And the other thing is, you go to dinners on the cruise ship and it might be a little bit chilly as well. So it's good to have something nice like this, elegant. And in this case, the cardigan will get a second use while you're on the cruise. If you're worried about the rain or it's in the forecast and you don't want to bring your raincoat, especially if you're only going to use it once, it's good to bring a poncho. They sell those one-time use ponchos on Amazon or anywhere else, and it's good to bring your own just in case. When I'm packing for my Mediterranean vacation, I also like to bring extra bags. It could be a very small foldable beach bag, but then you can put it in your purse, and if you're buying souvenirs, if you're bringing the water bottle and you want to put extra items, maybe even your cardigan or your sweater in that bag, it's great to have. So I always bring those bags with me. And I have anti-theft purses that I pack with me, so that this way when I go on the tour, when I go into the busy city, I want to make sure that nobody gets into my bag. And you have to carry your passport on you, your cash, maybe your phone, and some other valuables. So the anti-theft purse will be a must-have. Thank you for watching my video till the end. Please don't forget to check out the products that I recommended in the description below, as well as the videos I made about different travel essentials that are great for cruising or vacations in general. I appreciate all of your support, so please don't forget to like this video if you found this information useful, subscribe to my channel, leave comments below. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.